So my name is Mohammad Gulzari. I am assistant professor at the School of Civil Engineering. And today I will be talking about UCD engineering in general to some extent, and then I will jump into the UCD School of Civil Engineering, and I will talk about our ME program and MENGS program, which is Masters of Engineering Sciences program. So before I jump into the engineering program, I would like to give an overview about the Ireland. So this is the world map that you see, and this is Ireland. So we are a very small country on the continent, but very important one in the Europe. And this is located at the very close to the UK. So if you're not, in case if you're seeing this map for the first time. In terms of the geography, Ireland is ranked as the third most safe country in the world, according to the Global Positive Peace Index 2023. In terms of the business, we are 11 on Forbes best countries for the business list 2029. According to the World Happiness Report, we are ranked 13 in the world in 2022, and this ranking has further improved. Most of the Irish population is young. Almost 50% of them are under age 34. In terms of the quality of education, we have the best Irish institutions. We have the best universities in the Europe, and UCD is the top ranked in Ireland. And in terms of economy and education, we are basically placed at the verge of the industry and the academia. So we are quite closely collaborating with the industry, both in Ireland and EU and outside the EU with the United States and Asian countries. So this is Dublin. If you ever visit Ireland, specifically Dublin, you will see this heritage of the civil engineering. So this is the convention center. This is the bridge, which is all designed by our alumni, our graduates. So in nutshell, Dublin is very central city. It's very diverse. It's very accessible. So in terms of the transportation, we are just 2 hours away from the Galway, Cork, Limerick, and Belfast, which are the other cities in the South and Northern Ireland. It is very easy to navigate, so we have very good transportation system. Specifically, UCD is positioned at the south of the Dublin with a very good chain of the public transport system. We are leading in the European tech capital. So if Ireland is, I think, the tech capital of the EU, and we have almost all the companies, tech companies, including Google, Microsoft, Meta. You just name any company, we have the offices here. It's very beautiful country. Specifically, I find it very beautiful. I think much beautiful than the Switzerland as well, because we have mountains and we have the sea as well, and it's very green and beautiful. And Dublin is basically Ireland in general is basically gateway to Europe. So we are very well positioned and very close to the mainstream European Union as well, and also we are very close to the UK. And this is a coastal city, so we have very beautiful sea all around the countries. This is our one snapshot from our very beautiful campus. So our campus is very big. It is almost 133 hectares of the campus area, and most of this space is world class. They have world class facilities. They are quite green and open space. In terms of the history of the university, this university is founded in 1854 by St. John's Henry Newman. And we are the leading research institution in the country. We are the top 1% in higher education ranking worldwide. And the university is basically the first choice for our Irish and non-EU and EU students who wish to come to Ireland for study and work. This is, I think, the biggest university. I'm sure it's the biggest. So we have over 38,000 students. I think it's now 40,000 students from 152 nationalities. We have almost 11,000 graduate students. We have 70 plus active students societies and 55 plus sports club. So this is basically some overview about the university. In terms of how UCD supports students, so we have quite a range of options available from the classroom to the job market. We have quite a range of the programs available for the students to prepare them. We have a number of recruitment fairs in the Battlefield and Summerfield campus. So these fairs are, we invite the leading companies in these fairs. So they put their stall and they basically, they are there to talk with you people and then recruit you. We have a wide range of academic internships in some programs, specifically for structural engineering with architecture, which is structural engineering and civil engineering. We have quite a number of companies, including the Arab, which is the leading consultancy globally. They are working very closely with our school. And most of our graduates, they go towards these top-ranked companies and consultancies. We have quite a range of the career development modules as well. And we have a very dedicated career network, which is always available to support our students. So they also organize some career-oriented activities to basically further guide you. Our college consists of 6 schools. 5 schools are engineering. 1 school is architecture, which is called Planning, Environment, Policy, and Landscape Architecture. So as I mentioned, it is basically the #1 choice for the Irish undergraduate studies. And currently we have more than 334 students in our engineering program, in our undergraduate engineering program. And then we have 4 routes after the stage 1 of engineering for undergraduate offering across the college at the level 8. And we have over 30 taught master program, which I will speak in a while about it. In terms of the college at a glance, we have 207 academic staff, 177 research staff, 55 technical and admin staff. We have more than 400 PhD researchers. We have 6,150 publications in the last 5 years. We have more than 1,300 undergraduate students in the College of Engineering. We have 754 taught master students. We have 17 research master students. This figure is in fact, now the latest figure is more than this. And we have 94% graduates employment after graduation. For School of Civil Engineering, it's in fact 100%. So almost all our graduates, they get employed within the 6 months of the graduation. And to date, in the last 5 years, we have attracted 107.43 million in terms of research funding. Now, I will talk about this civil engineering. So in terms of ranking, we are the top in the country in the civil engineering degree. We ranked 101 to 150 QS World Rankings subject-wise. In terms of research, we are very active. In the past 5 years, we have attracted about 10 million euros funding to the school, and we have very diverse and very reputable faculty staff. We have 2 research centers. One is called the Center for Critical Infrastructure Research, and the second center is the Center for Water Resources. And these are the 2 big centers in our school that do quite active research, groundbreaking research on a number of engineering problems, specifically in civil engineering. We have National Teaching Awards and Teaching Excellence Award received by the staff, and we have excellent facilities for civil engineering students, which I will discuss in a while. Now, in general, we have very inclusive community engagement in New States. So this is one of the photo of our atrium. We arrange quite a range of activities. This include student activity. This includes coffee morning that we have with each session of the students. So we invite our students for a coffee morning, and then we chat about the subjects that we are teaching them, and we get feedback. And also we know about our students, what they are looking for. We have Student Civil and Structural Engineering Society within the New State. We have Staff Student New State Forum, and we have Academic and Welfare Support Structure. In terms of industry partnership, we have a number of modules where including there is one module which is called Engineering Design Project, and there are a number of other modules as well, which is taught by the industry personnel. So we have a number of modules where industry is partially or fully involved in this program, and we have also supervision of our research students jointly offered by our faculty staff and the industry. We have also site visits. We have quite a number of guest lectures from the industry to basically get the latest demand from the industry. We have sponsorship of school activities, student prizes, which are covered by the industry. So industry is a very reciprocal process. Industry is also very much keen to collaborate with our school. And for the same reason, we do have some scholarships as well for the which are some scholarship contribution from the industry for our ME student. I'm not sure about ME and GS, but for ME student, we do have. So this is basically the taught masters in civil engineering. So you will be you will taught about design, construction, and maintenance of the built environment. We teach you how to solve complex problems using the scientific, mathematical, and engineering principles. Research is an integral part of our school. So you will be having 1 year full research project. You will be supervised by one of our faculty staff. There could be an industry supervisor as well. We have very established lab from all discipline of engineering, from geotech to transportation to structure to water. So in terms of the lab and facilities, we are the top in the country. Now, we have two types of the masters. One is called 2 years master program, which is called ME degree, and that ME degree is provided in ME Civil, Structural, and Environmental Engineering. And the second is ME in Structural Engineering with Architecture. So this is 2 years master program. These students who are joining UCD in the stage 1, in the year 3, they are asked for this option. So if they wish to stay for 2 more years with us, they will opt for the ME degree. We have 1 calendar year master program, which is called MENGSC, which is called Masters of Engineering Sciences in Structural Engineering, Masters of Engineering Sciences in Water, Waste, and Environmental Engineering. And we have a new one, which is going to be launched in September 2026. That is called Masters of Engineering Sciences in Renewable Energy Engineering. So this is a new master program that is starting September 2026. Now, these are the companies where our graduates are currently working, and these are very few of them I put on the slide, but the list of the slide is very large. Now, I would like to take you to our program page. So if you want to know more, you just go to the Masters of Engineering Sciences program, and then you scroll down and you will find out School of Civil Engineering. So this is the 4 program that is currently 2 program in the MENGS, which is currently provided. All our program are full-time, it's not part-time. So if you click any one of them, for example, you open the Masters of Engineering in Structural Engineering, which is T314, the code. So in total, you need to cover 90 ECTs. And if you come down, this is the most relevant information available. For example, what is the vision and value of this program outcomes, what type of skills you are going to learn, and what modules you are going to take. So these are the list of the modules with the ECTs credits that you are going to take in the autumn semester. And this is the list of the modules which you are going to take in the spring semester. This includes the structural research project, which is 30 ECT, and this is 12 months duration. This is our Masters of Engineering, Water, Environmental Engineering. So the code is T277. If you go to the website, you will find all the relevant information. And about ME program, if you just go and search T308 Masters in Civil Engineering program, you will come to know about our ME program. So our Masters of Engineering Sciences on Renewable Energy will be live from September 2026. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, Mohammed. That's great insight into the courses and your school in particular. So we're going to hand over now to Enoch, who is an alum from our Civil, Structural and Environmental Engineering program, and he's going to talk you through his experience of what it was like to study and his subsequent career afterwards as well. Thank you very much, Enoch.
All right. Thank you, Laura. Thanks, Katie. Just grateful for this platform to be able to share on my own experience and also share what I'm currently working on. I'd just like to share a slide. Okay. Sorry. Can anyone see the slide?
Yeah, that's up there now.
Okay. All right. So My name is Enoch. I'm currently a structural engineer at Barrett Mahoney Consulting Engineers. Just like when we introduced, I did the master's in the ME Civil Structural and Environmental Engineering. And before that, I'd done a bachelor's in civil engineering from Nigeria. Nigeria being a small country in Africa. Um, why engineering? Basically, I grew up, my father was an architect, so I used to follow him mostly to construction sites. So I got my interest in structures picked at a young age. And also I liked mathematics, which was really rare for a child, you know. Should be loving board games and computer games as well. I loved mathematics and I loved problem solving. It was those were the few things that I loved growing up. On the skills that I would say that kind of like helped me in terms of my academic background was first of all was effective communication. I think having an effective communication, being able to walk up to anybody, to just to have a chat with whatever what's going on was one of the little skills that I did not I would say came in handy while I was doing my master's program. And hard work. I would say hard work can never be overemphasized, especially when during my second year of my master's program when I had to combine the full year um, thesis alongside the coursework. So hard work was a skill that I just felt that came in really handy and helped me through that process. Why I chose UCD? Um, actually, why I chose a master's. First of all, I wanted to be able to grow my knowledge. I also wanted to grow my technical expertise, just to specialize in a certain area. And also, looking at the job market, I also wanted to be able to stand out, to be able to separate myself from the crowd to say, this role I'm applying for, I've gained this technical knowledge that makes me to be able to carry out the work. Um, I've developed the skills also, which requires me to be able to carry out the work for this. So that was the reason why I chose to do a master's. So in case you're thinking about why should you do a master's program, I think it's really helpful. It helps you also with regards to work. So um, why UCD? So basically, I was actually in Nigeria when I went for a school fair conference, and I met staff from UCD that came to talk about UCD, and I was I was told on the spot about what the program entails, the learning, the skills that one would be developing while undergoing this master's program, and the sense of community that exists within UCD, and also their reputation in the global sphere. So that was part of the few things that actually pulled me towards UCD. And I would say my 2 years at UCD were really exciting and were really fun. My learning experience was a mixture of lectures, tutorials, hands-on projects. Say we had courses such as case studies, analysis of structures, which in the classroom we did the theoretical aspect of what we were working on, and we were able to go to the lab to envisage those calculations that we had just finished um, finished having, and it's just quite interesting to see to see the effects of your, to see the direct effects of this theoretical aspect that we're learning and the real life implication. Um, Case studies was an interesting module. I remember my first year, my first semester actually, because we were brought real life problems from companies, um, we brought real life problems, and we're asked to profess solutions and give recommendations. And it was an exciting course, which I would say really opened my mind the to that I'm not just doing structural engineering or civil engineering for the theoretical basis, but the fact that we're actually using this to solve real life problems, and these real life problems exist all around us. So those were part of the things I learned, and also being able to collaborate with my colleagues in order to collaborate with my colleagues in order to get certain projects done, certain interviews, which was actually an interesting and a great learning curve. Classes were small, I remember, and actually, because it was small, it was more of a very conducive space to learn, which was really good. It was really interactive. We used to have this during the class, I call it our classworks, where we had to like solve certain questions and all. And we had this in geotechnics, we had this in analysis of structures, and the lecturers are also approachable. Like I can remember I came in a little bit late and I struggled with some few courses, but there were the lecturers were there to help me pick up on the things that I individually had issues with, and they were really approachable. They were all smiles, and it was great. It was good. It made the learning experience to be much and way better than normal. And we had to learn softwares. We had to engage. We had to think outside the box. I came from learning how to use proto structures. I had to learn how to use Tekla designers. So these were things that these were challenges that I had to meet, that I had to overcome, and they are actually being used in my current workplace, and it's been really, really helpful. So the learning experience and the teaching experience on the part of the university, it's really great because it pushes you to actually be your ultimate best. Um, Program highlights. So as I mentioned earlier, I did a 2 years ME program, and part of that was I was able to go on an internship, industry placement for 8 months. I was opportunity to work for Waterman Moyland for 8 months, and it was great. It was a great experience also. Being able to work on real life projects, work on see what a day-to-day life as an engineer feels like. And I was also able to work on little tiny projects, academic baby projects, but they were really exciting projects. And there are also supervision in terms of teachings were excellent and great. The models were excellent. I think the models are actually shaped to impact you with as much knowledge as possible. Case studies, analysis of structures, design of structures, geotechnics. These were classes that till tomorrow, sometimes I still refer to some of my UCD notes because they were really, really impactful and actually carried a lot of information. Um, so yeah, just like I said, gave me a lot of technical understanding, confidence in solving complex engineering problems, and actually made me ready for consultancy and design roles. The internship actually was really, really helpful because it actually prepared me for what life as a structural engineer, flexible engineer was going to be like. And part of the reasons why I picked the ME in the civil, structural, and environmental was because I also wanted to work, I wanted to be able to work as a civil engineer and also a structural engineer, which I'm currently doing at the moment. So, and the master's program was able to prepare me for both, so which is quite interesting. In case you're thinking about, oh, can I have both? Yeah, there's the possibility, and also the pathway to chartership. So because of by doing a master's program, it also reduces the amount of time it takes for you to apply for a chartership than if you just do a bachelor's. So doing a master's program is quite helpful. So right now, after I graduated from UCD, I went back to work for Waterman Moylan. I worked there for 2.5 years, and now I'm working at Barrett Mahoney Consulting Engineers down at Pierce Street. And I've been applying the principles and the knowledge that I've learned over the years, both for my bachelor's and also more importantly for my master's. The courses that we went through, which made us to be able to, which made us to be to think on our feet, because actually helps me with regards to um, where I'm working right now at the moment, and also with regards to my CPD, professional development. This is just a rare picture where I was able to talk to young ones, part of the Engineers Ireland program initiative. So during the engineering week, I was able to go to schools just to talk to them about engineering and what engineering entails. It's quite exciting. Try to talk to young ones about engineering. So my advice, just if you're looking at coming to UCD, I would say do not think further. It's a great place. There are a lot of resources, library resources, but also there are in terms of learning directly from your lecturers. It's one thing that I would say is really, 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 really good and interesting because they are able to inspire you and also push you to be able to be your best. And I feel if I'm not going to UCD, I might not maybe not have the engineer I am right now. But yeah, it's been really, really good, really, really good going to UCD. I still talk to most of my classmates that I met over time. And I would say just like I said, choose a master's that aligns with what you're looking at. So if you want to work, if you want to do a bit of civil structure, there is a program for that on several. Thank you. Just to show you just some few some projects that I've worked on since leaving UCD. This is the Claries. I was on the corner of Street. We had to do a rehabilitation program just to retain the old structure and keep and introduce some new structure within. So this is Clary's. This is College Square. This is at Dublin 2, just close to Westmoreland. This is actually the tallest. This is the tallest standing building in the whole of Ireland. I was able to work on this. So anytime you get down to Westmoreland, you always see this college. So this is the College Square with the tower. Just a few things, a few projects that my company worked on. As you can see, there's the UCD accommodation also in there. And then this is just the last one. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Enoch. Some really interesting projects that you've got a chance to work on in your career, really exciting. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, no
Next up
problem.
we have is Speciosa. So Speciosa is sorry, excuse me, a current student from our water and environmental engineering program. So Speciosa, if you want to talk us through your experience so far. And just while Speciosa just might be having some issues with her video there, just a reminder that if you do have any questions for us today, please use the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen just to type your questions in there. And I know my colleague Katie has popped in a couple of links in the chat there as well, just in relation to links to our relevant program pages as well. So please do check those out, particularly if you're interested in one of those programs that she's put up. Speciosa, are you having difficulty still?
Laura, if we're waiting for Speciosa, someone messaged me a couple of
Great.
questions. I could actually just maybe if she's back in though, I'll stop talking. There she is.
Yeah, okay. Hi,
I'm
Speciosa.
sorry, I was having some technical problems.
That's okay. We can hear you now.
You can hear me? Okay. My name is Speciosa Mario. I'm from Tanzania and I did my bachelor's in civil engineering and I'm currently a student in water, waste, and environmental engineering. So why did I choose water? Being a civil engineering graduate, a lot of people expect you to go with maybe structure or transportation, but I saw an opportunity in water because back in Tanzania, our water and wastewater industry is not as developed. There's still a lot of potential on learning how to design and how to construct these sectors. So that's what was one of the goals that made me choose the course. And why UCD? So I think the first thing I liked about UCD was its diversity. Like it has the largest number of international students, and I was like, I would fit right in such an environment. But also, I wanted something that had water, but also incorporated environmental issues because currently, as we can see, we are all moving to a sustainable future. So we need to look how our infrastructures incorporate with the environment. So I wanted something that had environment in it. And upon my doing my research, I saw that UCD does provide a master's in water and wastewater, somewhere that I wanted to work on, but also gives the environmental side of the program. So that was really nice to me. It ticked all my boxes. And things I find interesting about the course, like okay, like currently I'm learning about water and wastewater treatment. I'm also learning about hydraulic engineering design. This involves designing storage facilities in the water sectors. I'm talking about the dams and the reservoirs. And what I find really interesting is the water and the wastewater part, because that's where I want to work in. I want to be able to design the water treatment and wastewater treatment plants. So I'm finding these modules so engaging and that ones that catch a lot of my attentions at the moment. And can you hear me?
Yeah, we're okay.
Oh, okay, perfect. And apart from that, I'm also learning about environmental impact assessment, like how different water projects affect the environment. And as water is a natural resource, there's a lot of tension there. We have to be very careful when we are designing and when we are constructing how those structures are going to affect the environment. So that's also something that I'm finding really interesting in my modules. And my career goals, I was able to get to know a lot of Irish water-related companies like the Arab that Enoch mentioned. There's also Ecom, and there's another one called EPS and Irish Water, the major of all. So I've been able to apply to their graduate position, and I'm still waiting for their response. But I know that I will get something because UCD has one of the most highest employment rates from graduates. And I've been exposed to all these companies because I'm not from Ireland or I'm not from Europe, but through the career fairs that happened back in September when I joined, that are hosted by UCD, I was able to learn about all these opportunities. So I would really advise once you get in UCD. It doesn't matter if you're doing water or if you're doing civil or any other course. You get yourself, you get exposed to these events, because that's when you will know exactly what happens in the events, which company is hiring, and what position are they hiring, and what do they need from these career positions. And another thing was support that I received. First of all, I'm so thankful to the UCD staff, because I arrived late and I had to make sure that I'm keeping up with my studies. There were some courses that already had assignments, so I had to talk to lecturers and my professors to ask for an extension of the assignments, and they were all open. And Miss Katie there was so helpful from the moment I was applying for the admissions to the moment I was applying for the UCD Global Excellence Scholarship. We were talking before even I arrived in Ireland. So the support from the administrative side has been really great, but also the support for the career guide, where I was able to get guidance on how best to write my CV, how best to present myself in interviews, and how best to plan my time for doing my lectures, my part-times, and also my extracurricular activities. So that has been really helpful. A hint I would give is, do not hesitate to ask for help. There's always help at UCD, and you just have to ask. And that's something that I've learned, and it's really helpful. And I would advise that future student to also go that way. That whenever you face a problem, just know that there's somebody at UCD who is ready to help you. And okay, how I settled in Ireland, to me, it was not that bad, because when I arrived, I had a roommate and she had been here for some time. So she showed me around. And also, once I arrived at campus, because I arrived late, like I said, so whenever I wanted to find where my classes were, I would just ask somebody and they would take me direct to the door. That was really surprising. The people here are really friendly. I didn't expect that, so that was really nice of them. They would take me directly to where my class was. So the first week was really wonderful. The only thing that I'm finding a little bit challenging is the cold. I'm from a tropical country, so Ireland is a bit cold. But apart from that, I'm loving it here, and I can see myself staying back. And I am currently involved in extracurricular activities. There's this society called Women in STEM, and I've been involved there. They have a number of workshops, a number of sessions explaining about interviews, and they do host some companies that come and tell us about their activities and what they do. But also they have like less formal sessions where we just meet and we have coffee and talk about our day. For example, now it's almost the exam period, so they do have these coffee meetings where you can go and recharge when you have a lot going on and all that. And I find that really helpful. But I'm also a class representative of my class. And Mr. Mohammed mentioned about the coffee mornings. I was able to organize one of that, and it was really lovely to have lecturers, like people who are teaching us, and us sitting together, and so that we can talk about different parts of the course and how we are finding it, or if we have any problems. And apart from that, I would really advise that, like I said before, to always reach out for help, because from where I come from, it's not easy to ask for help once you are in. We are not used to asking for help from our lecturers and from, I don't know, from teachers and all that. But I've learned that here everybody's willingly to help. So that's something I would really advise. And thank you so much.
That's really great. Thank you so much, Speciosa. I really appreciate your insights as a student with us. So I think Katie was answering some of the questions that we had open on the webinar today. So I don't think there's any further open questions that we have. So I think we'll end the webinar there. And before we wrap up, just to let you know that if you do have any follow-up questions or like any additional resources, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Katie has popped her email address and my email address in the chat there. And thank you so much to our speakers and to everyone who joined us today. I hope you found it engaging and got a chance to get some of those questions answered. But a big thank you and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thanks, everyone.